Hello everybody and welcome to the first Character Explain episode for the Sims 4 Queen Bella series. You're probably going to be like, what is the Character Explain episode? And basically, the whole point of this episode is for you to get to know the characters and know how they're like, and small little things about the Machinima Sims 4 series. So, would like to get on to it now, as of Queen Bella herself. Well, Queen Bella, she's obviously the main character of the story, and if you didn't watch my original series, the bad version, the one that I didn't like, and the reason why I'm doing this one, it showed that she was related to the original queen. The original queen in this story is going to be the same queen, the same person called Queen Sophie. Basically, Queen Sophie is the sister of her granddad, and basically what happened is her granddad was like, right, I don't want to do this royal stuff because I know I'm a spare and I know I will not become king at any point. So he just was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go start my life. He decided to move to the top of Sim Nation, where the capital city of Sim Nation is right at the bottom. So obviously he moved right to the top, started a new life, and was like, yeah, I do not want to carry on with this royal stuff. So started a new life, had kids, and then obviously he had grandkids, and was like, I'm not gonna tell anyone about the royal stuff. Then later on, when Bella was about 20 to 25 years old, her dad and her grandfather mysteriously disappeared. Everyone just said they were in a car crash, but that's what they were told by the police. But Bella does not believe that, but she's never really thought about it more. So, like later on at the start, this is the start of the story. She's just like at home doing whatever, and then she finds out the queen has died. So now she's like, oh my god, that's crazy. Oh my god, because she has no kids, like, what if I become queen? That'd be so funny. And then, yeah, and then she just blows it off as like being like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. So, and then like a bit later, there was a news report saying that there are royal genealogists trying to find the closest living relative to Queen Bella. No, not Queen Bella, Queen Sophie. I'm mixing up because that's the series name. So basically, they come to her house and are like, hey, you're related to Queen Sophie by your grandfather. Your grandfather is royal blood. So she's all shocked, being like, okay, how was he royal blood? He literally was never part of the royal family. And then the royal genealogist explained to Bella that her family is royal, it's always been royal, but sex. Milton, her grandfather, just was like, no, I just can't do it anymore because of him not being able to become king. So he just decides to be like, right, I don't want to do this anymore, and leaves, obviously. And then she becomes queen. All the ceremonies go great. She's told everything about becoming queen, and there's a lot of performances and stuff, like press conferences, to like show everything about what it is about being queen and whatever. Then later on, because I'm trying to follow similar to the Sims 2 storyline, she obviously gets abducted by aliens, and if you didn't catch the last episode of the first horrible series, it was very glitchy, that's why I stopped it. She did get abducted by aliens, and you can watch it to find out, or it's going to be in this series when the episode comes out. It's probably all going to be, like more in an episode that's going to be like 15 to 20 minutes long. That time planning each episode is going to be about like 8 episodes. So that's all for Bella. Now let's move on to Mortimer Goth. So now say hello to King Mortimer. So King Mortimer is obviously Bella's husband and has been since The Sims 1 and will always be, if I'm not mistaken. And also he is a dad of 2 as well as Bella. And when they start ruling and obviously all the abduction stuff happens with the aliens, because he's technically second in command and all that, he has to help out, he has to be the main ruler and everything. And I don't think I touched up on this on the Bella side, but the outfits that I'm making are connected with a scene that's later towards the end of the series, and basically the scene is to do with Bella talking about her experience. And that's all I'm going to say. So now, he kind of looks like Johnny Depp. Very fitting. So, now, let's get on to Princess Cassandra. This is Princess Cassandra. She's obviously the one and only princess in the whole of the family at the moment. And she starts off as kind of a background character. All you hear from her is most of the time is, "Why was I the last to know?" That's most of her lines in the whole of the thing. Until midway, until a lot of stuff happens, and then she takes Mortimer's role as the second main character. Because a lot of stuff starts to happen near the end, middle to the end of season 1. So, and also a lot of stuff happens. Crazy stuff, mad stuff, sad stuff, happy stuff, weird stuff happens to her. Because obviously she's got to be there in the court scene. I'm saying that with quotations because I don't know if it's going to be a court, I don't know if it's going to be a press conference. I'm still trying to figure stuff out because episode 1 is starting in production in a couple days, which will be about a week before this is uploaded, or half a week before this video's up. So obviously I'm just gonna call it the court scene at the moment, but the court scene is very like, I can call it like weird and different, but it's obviously to do with Bella and obviously her alien thing. So now I guess we have given her amazingly new court outfit. So now, nothing else to say about Cassandra. Now, let's move on to the youngest, Prince Alexander. So, Alexander Goth, or other known as Prince Alex. So, at the start of the first episode, he's just Alexander, obviously, because like he just has one line in the start of the first episode and then he says nothing until the end of the first episode. I'm not really going to spoil it too much, you're just going to have to wait and see. But Alexander starts off as a sim tuber, and he has a Simstagram and a SimTok. Those are my names for the in-game names for actual things like that. He starts off at 5k at the start, and then when the public realizes he has a YouTube channel, after the video incident where he puts the thing that happens on his YouTube channel, his YouTube, when they realize that it's him, his YouTube goes from 5k to 10 million in about 5 hours. I'm surprised he got 3 play buttons, sim buttons, play, whatever, 3 play buttons in about an hour. Yeah. So, and also, he's kind of the reason why everyone knows about this disappearance, I'm going to call it. So, that's it for Alexander. So guys, now if you enjoyed this video on the explanation of these characters, I'm planning on doing a second episode with some other important characters, which I could probably say Calientes and John Lothario, because they are a part of it. Obviously, if you didn't watch the last episode or the last episode of the failed series, so obviously the last episode of the failed series, Dina was called by John Lothario to say, like, obviously this had happened and that had happened, and she's gone. And the whole point of it was that Bella was supposed to be taken away and then brought to Mortimer to be with Mortimer, but it's different in this story. So if you'd like to see more of Queen Bella and the Queen Bella series, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.